Hey guys, well it's been a long time since I did an update on the Suburban, and look at what we got here, man. So much has been done, I don't even know where to start on this thing from where I left off. I haven't watched the video, so let's just show you what I got going on and we'll go from there. So as you can see, it's got a little bit of a makeover, had a little bit of a makeover. It is purple, which is my girlfriend's favorite color, so I thought I'd do a little fun thing for her. I'd make it purple, but I had to, try to make it a little more manly, so I threw some black on there and some white, and this is what we ended up with. When you see it in the daylight, it'll be even better, but, so I got the creasing done here. Did the creasing on the rear fenders and the front fenders. Got some different tires on. These are the tires that were actually on my Buick wagon, and then these are the wheels that were on our red pickup truck, so I got those. So it's sitting definitely higher in the front and sagging back in the back, which is what I want. Got some leaf clamps on. Still got to get these old ones off, but working on it. Got the gas tank cut loose. It just is not coming out. It's I think it's partially rusted up in place, and I just need to get a little bit more leverage up in there and pop her out. So not as much of a priority. I got some washers here for putting wire. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put wire across from window to window, just like a pickup truck. And the rules also allow us to do wire from the basically from the roof down to the floor or to the frame. So I'm going to take some wire up here from the roof corners and down to right here. And I'm essentially going to just make an X. Try to hold this shape all in. Got the roll bar all in here. C-channel with the big pipes. Yeah, and the halo bar as well. So got that welded together and then also welded down at the frame. Just this last night I got the gas tank in. Got some extra line I'm gonna have to trim up here, but got the gas tank in. It's running good. Actually, it's running better than it has for a while. I didn't think it was running quite right ever since we stripped it out. There must have been a bad ground or something, because it's running so much better now with this new pump and tank. So definitely excited about that. There's the battery. Got a switch here for the fuel pump. Flip it on, the fuel pump comes on. Still got to get the foam in the doors, clean up and fasten the tank down. Just all kinds of that little stuff. Not really sure what number I'm running. The rules for the fair state that we have to pre-register and they'll assign numbers, which is what they've done in the past, but sometimes we'll just show up with their own number. So not really sure what we're doing there, but leaving it blank. I might be probably something to do with a 4, just for him racing, maybe number 44 or something, just to be fun. Front fender all creased and bolted. Not much going on under the hood here. Just got the engine cleaned up as much as I can. Moved all the wiring into the truck. Got the all thread here. Front corners were allowed to go all the way through the core support and to the frame, as well as with a spacer. So I got the spacer block in there as well. Got the all thread here in the core support, and I'll have all thread going right through the fenders. You can see the holes right there. So it'll be bolted in solid. So I'm giving you guys a lot of here. Front bumper, not really sure exactly how I'm going to attach it yet. I'm going to use the aluminum bumper, so some of you will be excited about that. Just because you know it's a pretty stout bumper sitting here. But because it's aluminum, that means I'm going to have to bolt it to some plates. So I've got some plates, and not really sure if I'm going to build a bracket off the frame or if I'm just going to weld them right to the front of the frame. Got to reread the rules again. They start to blend together after a while, so we'll have to double check those rules. Again, I got the halo bar in and bolted. Hopefully you guys can see that. Got it bolted to the roof. We're allowed to do both, either bolt or yeah, I guess actually now that I think about it, you're only allowed to bolt it in the center to the roof. So I got some nice hardy washers there to spread out the weight. I'm gonna just run the stock ignition. I might throw in a different switch for the for the starter. Not really necessary. Usually we worry about linkages kinking and whatnot, but this is all electric. So it might be more of a hassle to try to cut it apart and bypass it than it's actually worth versus just running a stock key. So I got to do that, and oops, sorry guys. I'm also going to need to zip tie the keys to the steering column. Heard a horror story from my grandpa back in the early 70s when he ran a derby. He drove the car there, made one hit, the keys went flying out of the ignition into the back seat, and he was out. He found them and then drove the car home. But because of that, anytime we ever run stock keys, we zip tie them onto the steering column so that way it doesn't come loose. So if you're running a stock key, zip ties, you'll be safe. Your key won't come out of the ignition. You won't have to worry about losing it. Oh, just got to clean up a little bit of mess from routing all this stuff. I'm going to put some holes in here for the wire that I was talking about, doing the X in the back. So I'm going to have to wreck my nice paint job, drill some holes in here, maybe weld some washers on, and then paint it all black just to blend it in. So that's about it, really. I mean, I got all the creasing done, and might hit it a little bit more with the hammer and then just touch it up, but everything's welded. Got the tailgate welded here, as well as the doors are all welded now too, and the back end's sitting down and squatting a little bit from how it was previous. So there you go, guys. That was a super quick, super fast, fast talking at least, update on the Suburban. As you can see, we're getting close. If you guys want some more like step-by-step pictures of how this thing came together and whatnot, just go to our Facebook page. There'll be a link directly below in the description, and I'll have pictures posted there of the in process of this. I just didn't take video because you guys know how to weld plates on the doors. There's nothing fancy there, and the painting, again, we just sprayed it all purple. Then I just went crazy with the black spray can and did this like tiger stripe thing, and then we did our decals. That's it. That's how you do it. Pretty simple and quick. So there you go. The Suburban should be pretty stout. So until the next video, we'll talk to you later, guys.